Yeah. So we calculated the weighted average cost of capital, market value. That is what individual cost of capital we have done. And did we calculate this, or how did we get these values? Did we calculate again, or did we take it from the book value?
Book value, sir.
Book value, sir.
Yeah. So the cost of capital will not change. Dear students, as I told earlier also, cost of capital will not change. It will be same for book value as well as market value. Then what will change for market value?
Amount.
Number of shares.
The amount will change.
The amount will change. Okay. So please remember, the amount will change. What amount?
Sir, KD is equal to 0.077, sir.
P.
Sir, cost of debenture, KD. Cost of debt.
Cost of debenture 7.77. Sorry. How much we took here? We didn't do the calculation. This is KD, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
we took that as it is. But when it comes to market value, what is going to change? Amount, somebody said amount. What amount is that?
Market value amount.
Market value amount. Okay. Why does it change?
Per
That's the
share value is
price of
increase.
market.
Because share value increase. Somebody else was saying something.
The market price will increase, sir, because of which the share price will increase.
Market value will increase. Okay. That is why the share price will increase. Very simple answer. Whatever you said is correct. Very simple answer is we are going to calculate the capital, the share capital for as on today. That means as on the market value as on today, or whatever the day it is given there, we will do for market value, not the book value. That's the main thing. So we have substituted last time. Already I discussed yesterday, day before yesterday. Equity share capital, they have 1 lakh shares and 22 rupees is a market price. And when you are writing book market value, we should not consider the flotation cost. Yes or no? Why we should not consider?
Because per share is given, sir.
Per share is given. Okay.
So there are a few people waiting in the waiting room.
Yeah, I know. I'm not accepting because I waited 3 minutes. They are coming so late. See,
Yeah, sorry,
when they join, then you get a internet problem. They can accept. But beginning only they are joining late means that they are doing wantedly. They are doing.
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So 1000 equity shares and share price is 22. So we have already calculated how much we got. 1 lakh into 22.
22 lakhs, sir.
22 lakhs. And then preference share, we have taken 12% preference share capital, 2000 shares and 120 is the selling price as on today in the market. So market price is 120. So we got 2 lakh 40,000 and debenture 11%. That is 8,000 into 110. Okay, so we got 8 lakh 80,000. So the total we got is 33 lakhs 20,000. Now you calculate the weight. All of you know how to calculate?
0.663.
Yeah, how we got that?
The amount divided by the totals.
Yeah, which amount?
Equity amount.
Yeah, equity share capital amount divided by the total capital. See, this is the last problem I'm doing, students. Please ask me any doubt is there. Tomorrow, don't tell me, I don't know what is WACC, I don't know how to calculate. Please don't give any remarks like that. Okay. So this is the last problem I'm showing. So please ask me any doubt is there. If you're not understanding, please let me know. I'll again ask. I'll explain to you 100 times. I will not get fed up. Okay. So anybody, any doubt or you're not understanding, sir, how you got this calculation? I can show you. Okay. So please ask me. So wait for equity share capital. I need to calculate. So that is take the equity share capital divided by total capital. Total capital is 3,20,000. So divide 22 lakhs divided by 33 lakhs 20,000. How much you'll get?
0.663.
So 0.6626.
0.6626. You can round it off to 3. Okay. So if it is 5 or more than 5, you can round it off to next digit. So that is 0.663 you got. Got it, students? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one.
0.07.
2,40,000 divided by 33,20,000.
0.07.
0.07. Others, how much
Two.
you're getting?
0.072, sir.
0.072.
2.
Okay, that's correct. 0.072. Next, 8,20,000 divided by 33,20,000.
0.265.
0.265.
265.
0.265 is correct. So how much is total?
1.
1.
Total will be 1. Now cost of capital, whatever we have, you write same thing. Cost of equity 0.170, cost of preference share 0.128, and cost of debt 0.07704. So same thing we will substitute here. I also done the same thing. I have just substituted what all we already calculated. Is it clear? Any doubt? Till now, any doubt?
No.
So everybody should be able to do correctly during exam. Okay, nobody should lose marks. That is what is my aim. Okay, nobody should fail. Nobody should get less marks. Okay, everybody should get out of out. If the midterm exam is 40 marks, you get 40 out of 40. Okay, final exam 50%, 50 marks. Everybody should get 50 out of 50. That is my achievement. Okay, and your achievement also. So now calculate weighted cost. How to calculate weighted cost? Anyone?
Cost into weight.
Cost into weight. So take the respective weights of each capital, that is share capital. You take, for example, equity share capital weight is 0.663 and cost is 0.170. So please multiply, you will get the weighted cost. So multiply
0.112.
into 0.170.
0.1127.
0.1127.
27.
So 265 you will get. So 27, correct. Next, 0.07 into 0.128. All of you calculate. Don't tell the answer. All of you please calculate, or else others will become lazy. Use your calculator and please calculate. .072 into 0.128. Robin, how much you got the answer? Robin is not there. Albin, PJ, Rosemary.
Sir, I am calculating, sir.
Who is this? Yeah, Rosemary, Mega, Mary Margaret.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how much you getting, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I'm calculating too.
Rosemary, you're sleeping still?
Yes, sir.
You're still sleeping?
No, sir. No, I am calculating it.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, it's
You have calculator, right?
sir 0.0092.
0.0092, correct, or 93 also is fine. Next, 0.265 into 0.077. I want this answer from, I'll tell the name. Only those students, please tell. Nandish. Nandish from section C. Nandish or Teresa. Teresa, ACCA student, Teresa. Stefano, Jason Nelson.
Yes, sir. Sir, point 20405.
Point, can you be little louder?
Point 20405.
0.0.
20405, sir.
405. Okay. Okay, so that is all the answer. Now all of you please add these three weighted cost, and I want the answer from, I'll tell the name, Joswin Salim. Joswin, please unmute and tell me the answer of weighted average cost of capital. Joswin, you are there? Who is the class here of section B? Class representative of section B.
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Shen, sir.
Yeah, Shens, please tell to Jocelyn that he'll be marked absent for corporate finance class today because he didn't unmute and he didn't answer. Okay, please
Okay.
inform. Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Next, Martin, section C. Martin, 132. Ignatius Martin. Martin also, section C, CR.
Sir,
Section C, CR.
Alexander, sir. Sir, I am here.
Please tell Martin is marked absent for corporate finance class today.
Okay, sir.
Please inform.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Swati Vikraman, A section. Swati, who is class here of A section? Section A class here, please unmute and answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pratik, please inform Swati, she'll be marked absent
Okay, sir.
for corporate finance class, second hour.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, Moses Johnson.
Hello? Yes, sir.
Yeah, how much you got, Moses?
Sir, is it 0.1416?
Okay, let me check. 0.1416, sir.
23, sir.
0.14. Who is putting the answer in the chat box? Please don't put it. Teresa, I don't want your answer in chat box. Please don't put it. I didn't ask you to put in chat box. Yeah. So we got how much percentage? The WSEC is 14.23%. Clear? Did you understand? Yeah.
Sir.
Any doubt before we go
So
to
I'm getting 14.17%. Is that okay?
14.17, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fine because they based on the decimals what you're taking. Okay, yeah,
So we can take 4 digits now, sir, after decimal.
that's better. And you say check wherever possible, try to round it off. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now we'll go to the next question. What is the next question for us? Question number, yeah, 3.28. 3.28. Somebody please read for us. Anyone please read. Yeah, homework problem we'll discuss next class, ma. Next, after this we'll discuss. Yeah, 3.28. Anyone please read.
So, determine the optimal capital structure. Assume tax of 35%. Pre-tax KD percent 11, 11, 11.6, 12, 13, 15, and 18. KE percent 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, and 20. D by E plus E or B by V is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and 0.6.
Yeah, actually there is a mistake here. This is what do you call, this is D divided by, that is D plus E. Are you able to see? This E is wrong actually. So this you can remove this. So it is D divided by D plus E. That means the debenture or the debt percentage in the overall capital structure. Okay, that's the meaning of that. Clear? So please rectify this. Please write down. It is D divided by D plus E. It is not D divided by E plus E. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So it is D divided by D plus E. That is a percentage of debenture capital in the total capital. Are you getting it? Did you understand? So we have pre-tax KD 11, 11, 11.6, 12, 13, 15, 18. Then he has given cost of capital. And then he has given us the debt equity ratio he has given. So what you have to do now? What we are supposed to do? What is he asking us to do?
Optimal capital structure.
Optimal capital.
Yeah, we have to calculate, we have to determine the optimum capital structure. What do you mean by optimum capital structure? So it will come by the optimum cost of capital. When my cost of capital is optimum, then that is called as optimum cost of capital. Okay, so optimum cost of capital. What do you mean by optimum cost of capital? It refers to the debt, okay, equity mix in the capital structure. Let me remove this. Notations. I want to remove it once again. Okay, I'm not able to remove that. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So when my debt to equity mix, when we are mixing the debt and equity in the capital structure, which has a minimum cost of capital, the capital structure which gives me the minimum cost of capital when I mix debt into equity, that is called as optimum cost of capital. Okay, so when we mix the debt into equity, maybe different percentage. For example, you mix 50% equity and 50% debt, and then you have to see what is the cost of capital. If it is coming high, then again you try 70% debt and 25% equity. Then you have to check what is the cost of capital. So like this, you keep on trying different combinations of debt and equity mix, and then when you get the minimum cost of capital, whichever gives me the minimum cost, that is the K naught. Okay, that is the optimum capital structure. Are you getting it? But one thing, when you are doing, you have to be very careful. Our focus is not only to focus on the minimum cost of capital, but we have to ensure that the company gets the maximum profit. The company should be able to get the maximum profit to the company. Got it? Then that is called as a optimum capital structure. So optimum capital structure is nothing but the optimum cost of capital, where you're going to mix the debt into equity mix, which gives me the minimum or the less or minimum cost of capital compared to other capital structures. Whatever the other combination they have, that is called as optimum capital structure. But they have to keep it in mind that the company should be able to generate a maximum profit. Understood, students? Understood? What do you mean by cost of capital? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So that is what is cost of capital. So optimum cost of capital is the aim of all the companies. All the companies want to get a capital structure where the cost is less. That is the goal of all the company, but they have to make sure that they should not sacrifice the profit. So profit is very, very important. Clear? So that is what he is asking us to do in the this particular question. So he has given us the pre-tax. That means before tax cost of debt he has given, then cost of equity he has given, and then he has given debt equity ratio. Okay, that is debt to equity ratio he has given. So that we have to calculate. There is not debt equity ratio, that is a percentage of debt in the total capital. Total capital is nothing but debt plus equity. Clear? So the answer should be 12.42. Anyway, we will calculate that. Did you understand the question? Yes or no? Kindly confirm.
Sir.
Yeah. So
Yes.
please remember these figures in mind. We will substitute and then we will calculate. So how to calculate optimum capital structure is very simple. We have to calculate weighted average cost of capital for all these different capital structures he has given. This first one is one capital structure, second is the second capital structure, third is one capital structure. So what is my capital structure? Nothing but it is the combination of debt equity or the capital from where they are going to get the money for the company. That is what called capital structure. So capital structure, these are different combinations they are given. How many they are given? Actually count it. How many capital structures he has given?
7, sir.
7.
7. So out of 7, we have to see which is the optimal. That means, in other words, which is the, how do you decide which is the optimum?
Low minimum cost and maximum profit.
Yeah, anyways, profit we cannot find in this particular way of calculation. Profit is a different story. But anyways, when they are as a company, when they are doing it, they have to ensure that the company gets the maximum profit. Okay. Again, there are many other parameters for that. The data he has not given us, so we cannot calculate the profit. Okay. But keep it in mind, the first thing what I told, the cost of capital for the capital structure should be the minimum. We will see out of this 7, which is giving us the minimum. Whichever gives us the minimum, that is my cost of capital. That is my optimal cost of capital or capital structure. Clear? Hope you understood the question. Shall we go to the solution?
Yes.
Clear it out? Yeah. Okay, write down. That is the table we'll be using. Again, same, we are going to calculate the cost of capital. Write on the heading, optimal cost of capital. Write down the heading, sorry, optimal capital structure, that's the heading. And draw this table. First column is capital structure, second column D divided by D plus E, that is a debt percentage in the total capital. Then the formula for weighted average cost of capital, that is nothing but the WSEC. Let me write it here. WSEC. That is WD into KD into 1 minus T, because he has given us pre-tax or post-tax. He has given pre-tax. So we have to deduct the tax. So 1 minus D, 1 minus T plus WE into KE. That is weight of equity and into cost of equity. And then we'll get the K naught. Clear, students? So if we draw this table, we have 7. So write down 7 rows. We have 7. So write down the 7 capital structures. All if we draw the table quickly. Once you have drawn it, please tell me, I'll start. But I want everyone to draw it and do it. Draw the table in your class notes, students.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first one, what are the D ratio is given? D percentage in the capital structure. How much?
0.
0. That means the debt weight, the weight for debt will be Zero. Then how much will be for equity?
13%.
Pardon me?
13%.
13% is what? 13% is
Cost of-
cost. I'm not talking
cost of
about
equity.
cost. I'm talking about WD and WE. So whatever is given here, this is the WD. If WD is 0, how much is
100%.
WE?
1.
1. Yeah.
0.1.
1.
Yeah. That means what? They have 100%
100%.
equity. They are not going for debt. So how do you substitute that? You write it here, D divided by DE, D plus E, 0. Then substitute it. So WD will be 0. So 0 into, what is the cost of debt? 11.
11.
That is 0.11 into 1 minus T. T is how much? 35%. So decimal, how much it will be?
0.35.
0.35 plus WE. How much is WE? 1. WE will be 1.
1.
And then into WE, sorry, KE, how much is cost of equity?
13.
13.13. So that is what we're going to substitute now. Got it? Did you understand what I substituted now? So this is what I substituted the formula. So WD is 0. So 0 I written into KD is 11. T is 35. So 1 minus 0.35 plus 1 into 0.13. Did you understand substitution? Any doubt?
How you got WE1, sir?
WE is nothing but in the out of 100%. See, capital structure is 100%. In that 100%, debt is 0%. So how much is equity? Equity will be 100%. Yes or no? When I calculate into weight, it will be 1. 1 will be, the entire thing is 1 only. So the 1 is equity and debt is 0. Got it?
Sir, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I'll show you. For example, in the previous question you take, previous question, how much we got here? See, if this is 0, this is 0, then how much it will be this? If your preference share is 0 and debt is also 0, how much will be equity? Or equity has to be 1 only because your total should be 1. Yes or no? Getting it? That is what is telling here. So my debt is 0, preference share also is 0, and the equity should be 1. And when I say capital structure, at least 1 has to be there. Either equity should be there or debt has to be there. It cannot be 0. Total cannot be 0. If it is totally 0, then it's not called as capital structure. Got it, ma? Any one has to be there. In this case, he is telling that they have only equity. That means they have financed all the capital by issuing only equity. Got it? Hope you understood. Yeah, anyways, we'll do again next one we'll understand. So now you calculate K naught, cost of the weighted average cost of capital.
Zero 0.13.
13%, sir.
0.13. Or else if you're not understand, I can tell you that debt equity, let me explain like this. So the total is 1. In that the equity is 0. Then how much I'll get? 1 only, right?
1, sir.
Say for example,
One,
if
sir.
again total is 1 and your equity is, take the second case. Second case, how much he has given? 0.01. So write down here 0.1. So how much will be equity?
0.9.
0.9.
0.9. Got it? This is how you're going to do for the remaining also. Okay, first we will finish this first one. How much are you getting?
0.13.
0.13. Second one, how much is given? 0.1. So write down debt equity, debt ratio is 0.1. And then he has given cost of capital of debt and equity same. So we'll write same thing. But only thing one will change. What will change now?
Equity change, sir.
My equity will change as well as debt also will change. Debt is not be 0 now. It will be how much? 0.1. Okay. So now my debt will become 0.1 in 0.11. Cost of debt is not changing. Okay, and the tax rate is there. Then 0.9 is equity. I think somebody is talking, having background disturbance. Kindly unmute. Yeah. So calculate. Did you understand now? So cost of debt, now the weight of debt is 0.1. So right, 0.1 into cost of debt is not changing now. It will be 0.11 only. Tax is not changing as it is, same you rate. And cost of debt, the cost weightage of debt is going to change now. Now it became 0.9. So 0.9 into, again, cost of equity is same, 0.13. Understood? So now you multiply and tell me the answer.
0.124 on, sir.
0.124. All of you got the answer? 0.124, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next one is what is the ratio? 0.2. So let us first calculate 0.2. If total is 1 minus 0.2, how much will be my equity?
0.8.
8.
0.8.
0.8.
0.8.
1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. Clear? So substitute now. So my debt is now 0.2. What will be the formula? Can someone tell me substitution? How much will be
0.2 into 0.11.
No, now it is changing. It is 11.6 cost of debt. So it will be 0.2 into 0.116 into 1 minus 0.35 plus equity. How much is KE and WE?
0.8.
0.8.
into 0.414.
Into 0.14. Okay. Understood? So 0.2 into 0.116 into 1 minus 0.35 plus 0.8 into 0.14. How much are you getting?
0.1271.
0.1271 is correct. What is the next ratio given? That is 0.3. So 1 minus 0.3 is equal to how much?
0.7.
0.7. So write down now 0.3. And is there a change of cost of capital? Yes. Debt is 12 now. K is 15. So keep that in mind and substitute. So 0.3 into 12, that is 0.12. Tax is same. And percentage of weight of equity is 0.7. And cost of equity is 0.15. Calculate how much you'll get.
1284.
1284. Next one is 0.4. Now tell me how much will be for equity.
0.6.
Yeah, 0.6. So 1 minus 0.4. So how much will be debt equity? 0.6.
6.
And any change in cost of capital? Yes. Debt is increased again now. It is 13%. And the cost of equity also increased by 1%. That is 16. So 13 and 16. So keep it in mind. So 0.4 will be how much? 0.4 into 0.13 into 1 minus 0.35 plus 0.6 into 0.16. Anybody has any doubt in substitution now? Did you understand? Yes, no? How much are you getting? Cost of capital?
0.1298.
0.1298 is correct. All of you got 0.1298, students?
Yes, sir.
Different answer? No. Okay, then second last is 0.5. So 1 minus 0.5 is equal to how much?
0.5.
Madam?
0.5.
0.5 only, correct. So write down, when my debt percentage is 0.5, what is the cost of debt and equity? Is it changing? Yes. Again, it is increasing. Here it is 2% increase in debt. Again, cost of equity also 2% increase. So 15 and 18 is cost of debt and cost of equity. So keep that in mind and substitute. So 0.5 into 0.15 into 1 minus 0.35 plus 0.5 into 0.18.
So 0.13875.
0.13.
875.
Yeah, nothing but 0.1388 you can write. 75, right? So 5 is there. So more than 5 or equal to 5, you can add it up to next digit. Okay. Next, last one. That is 0.6. So what is 0.6? Debt ratio. So 1 minus 0.6 will be how much?
0.4.
0.4. Yeah. So when my debt ratio is 0.6 and any capital structure cost of capital is different. Yes, again it is increasing by 2%. That is 18%
3.
and 20%. So keep it in mind. And tax rate is same. No change in tax rate. So 0.6 into 0.18 into 1 minus 0.35 plus 0.4 into 0.20.
So 0.1902.
0.1.
1902.
No.
So
19.
0.1502.
Yeah, that's correct. Anybody else?
Yes, sir. 0.1502.
Yeah. Why you got 0.9? Somebody told in the beginning. Vishal or some, who is that? Angela Johnson, you told me? No, right? Angela, how much you told? Angela? Okay, all of you got 15%, that is 0.1502 for the last one. So now we have to decide which is the optimum capital structure. Can you tell me which one is that?
So the second one.
Second one. Why second one?
So the cost is least there.
Because
The cost is least there.
cost is least. Yeah. First one is 1.3, that is 13%. Second one is 12.41. Third is 12.71. The next is the fourth one, 12.84. Then 12.98. Then 13.88%. Then 15.02. So it is gradually increasing or it's not decreasing. But only one it is decreasing, which is, that means which is less compared to others. That is 12.41. So this is my optimum capital structure. Okay, you can put one bracket. Can you put the bracket for this one? This is my optimum capital structure. You understand how to identify? You have to see whichever is the least one. So that is my optimal capital structure because the cost is minimum. Padama, somebody was telling something. Sorry, I interrupted. Somebody was telling something. Angela, you are telling something. Okay, then write the conclusion now. You can write this conclusion. Optimal capital structure is the second capital structure where the proportion of debt, that is debt to equity, that is debt divided by total capital is, that is what, how much is the debt percentage? 1 means how much? Multiply by 100, 1.1 into 100, how much will get? Yeah?
10.
10. What is 10%? That means If debt is 10%, and how much will be equity?
90%.
90%. That is the optimum capital structure for this company. Okay, and the weighted average cost of capital is least, that is 12.41%. This is the conclusion you have to write. So all of you please write down. Write down that particular. Okay, this makes it a little better. All of you write down this conclusion. The optimal capital structure is the second capital structure where the proportion of debt is 10% and the WACC is the lowest at 12.41%. Did you write?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you understand? Shall we go to the last question? Any doubt, or else shall we go to the next question now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So last question. So 12.42 has given the optimum. So we got the same answer, 12.42. Yeah. Last question. Somebody read for us.
AP Limited estimates the cost of equity and debt components of its capital for different levels of debt equity mix as follows. Debt as percentage of total capital is 0, 20, 40, and 60. Cost of equity percentage is 16, 20, and 24. Cost of debt percentage before tax is 12, 16, and 20. Suggest the best debt equity mix for the company. Tax rate applicable to the company is 50%. Show the workings.
Okay. So it's very simple. Same like the previous question. So he has given us here a debt percentage in the total capital. Same what, that is nothing but D divided by D plus E. Okay. So first one he has given 0. Okay. And then he has given the cost of equity first, then cost of debt. Again, he has given cost of debt before tax. So we have to calculate after tax. How to calculate after tax? How to calculate cost of debt after tax? Yeah, please tell me. We have come to the last question and I'm asking a basic question. You're not answering. How to
I
calculate?
into 1 minus T.
Yeah, just we have to multiply by the cost, tax rate. That is 1 minus T. So how much is 1 minus 1? What is the T here in this question?
50%.
Yeah, 50%. So here he is asking the question differently. He is telling, suggest the best debt equity combination for the company. It is nothing but capital structure only. He is asking us to tell the optimum capital structure only. That's the meaning of debt equity mix. Clear? So shall we do it now quickly? Only 4 years given. Out of these 4 capital structures, we have to see which is the best one. Yeah. So all of you again draw the same table once again. Question number 3.29. Draw the same table once again, all of you. First column capital structure, next D divided by D plus E, then K naught, then write on the formula of K naught, WD into KD into 1 minus T plus WE into KE. If they given preference share, you have to add preference share also. How will you add preference share?
WP into KP, sir.
Very simple, yeah. WP into KP. Or if the given term loan, then it will be WT, or you can write TL into KTL. Okay, so simple. You can add n number of capitals. So table is ready. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first one, we'll name it as A. First one is A. So what is the ratio given for D? D is how much? 0. So debt
Zero.
percentage is 0. Right on? 0. Then substitute the values now. If that is 0, so KD will be how much? Weight of
1.
debt. Weight of debt. Weight of debt, how much will you take?
1, sir.
Why 1? Under total, debt is
0 only,
0.
sir.
Is equal to how much you'll get here? Equity will be 1. Yes or no? This is debt. And this is equity. Same like earlier we did, right? Same way. So he's telling debt is 0. So weight also will be 0 only. Yes or no? So same thing we did done earlier. See, take here. If the debt percentage is 0, then WT also will be 0 only. Got it? And the WKE will be WE will be 1 because debt is 0. Got it? And how much is KD? Cost of debt is
12%.
into 1 minus T. T is 50%. So 12 into 1 minus 0.5. Okay, plus how much is WE? How much is WE?
1.
1, sir.
1. And T, cost of equity, 16.6. So substitute that. You can substitute
0.84.
0 into how much is KD? 12, that is 0.12 into 1 minus 0.50, that is the tax, into plus KE is 1, WE is 1, KE is 16, that is 0.16. So calculate
0.16.
0.16 because this entire thing will become 0. Once it is 0, then only thing is remaining is 0.16 into 1, that is 0.16 only. Then second one, what is the ratio? Debt is 20%. Okay, we'll write that same, that is 20. So how much will be the weightage now? 20 means decimal is how much?
0.20.
20. Yeah, 0.20 into what is the cost of debt?
0.
Cost of debt is 12 again. So 0.12 into 1 minus 0.50 plus, now how much will be the WE?
0.8.
0.8.
Out of 100, 20% is debt. So remaining is how much? 100 minus 20.
0.8.
0.8.
This is 0.80%. That is 0.8 into how much is cost of equity here? Again, 16 only.
0.16.
0.16. So how much is the answer?
So 0.14.
0.14.
0.14. Next, third one, C. How much is debt to your debt percentage? 40. So write down 40. So 40 means how much will be there? Now this will become how much? 0.40. And cost of debt is how much here? 16. So I need to change it now to 16. 16. The tax will be same. And this will be how much? Cost of equity. Sorry, weighted
0.6.
equity. Point
0.6.
26 and cost of equity is now 20. So this will become 0.20. Calculate
0.152.
0.152.
152.
152.
0.152. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the last one, what is the debt percentage? 60. So read down 60%. And here the weight is 60, so it will be 0.6. 0.60 into how much is cost of debt? Now it is 20%. So that is 0.2. 0.2 into cost of, now what is the weightage of equity? 0.4.
4. 0.4.
0.4. And cost of equity now is 24. So substitute as 24.24. So calculate the answer.
0.156.
0.156.
156. Okay. Clear? Only 4 years given. So now tell me which is the optimum capital structure?
B. 0.14.
0.4.
B 0.14
14.
because it is the least one. So write down the same kind of conclusion. Optimum capital structure will be the second again here. I think it is by chance it is coming like that. Normally it will not be the second one always. Okay. Yeah. So it is 0.14. So second capital structure where the proportion of debt is how much? How much the proportion of debt?
20%.
That is 20% and 80% is equity. If you want, you can write that. And the weighted average cost of capital is at least, what is the percentage we got?
14%.
That is 14%. This is what you have tried the conclusion. So all of you write down the conclusion. Okay. Hope you understood. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. So we have completed the cost of capital. So we started with calculating the cost of capital of debt, then equity, then preference share, okay, and then term loans, and then we did the preference share. So we are done individually. We have calculated. Then combinedly, I told you how to calculate weighted average cost of capital. In that again, I taught you how to do weighted average cost of capital for book value, okay, and as well as how to do for market value. And then we will discuss the weighted average, weighted marginal cost of capital, WMCC, okay, for the incremental capital whenever they raise the capital. And then today we have learned optimum capital structure, how to calculate optimum capital structure, that is based on the optimum cost of capital. Whichever is the minimum cost of capital, that will be the optimum capital structure. Okay. So this is that. And in that actually we have a little theory is there in the question bank itself. You can see there. All of you please go through that theory. It will help you to understand the concept very well. See written here, what is return, what is risk, what is sensitivity, okay, probability, standard deviation, all these things. Just to go through it. It will help you to understand the concept very well. And then we have what is CAPM. We have discussed CAPM also, if you remember. And then what is cost of capital? All the meanings are given here. Meanings and definitions. Please go through it. What is cost of capital, financial risk, explicit cost, minimum implicit cost, okay, flotation cost, what are the meaning, cost of preference share means what, cost of equity, again the meaning is given. So all this thing I want you to please go through it. Then again marginal weights and what is historical weights, please go through it. Okay. So if you go through it, it will help you to understand the concept very well. Okay. So please go through all the theoretical points what is given there in the end of the question bank, that is question page number 11 and 12. If you have any doubt in any of the concept what is given there, please let me know. We can discuss in the next class. Okay. And homework, which problem we are given homework?
3.26, sir.
Pardon?
3.26.
3.26. All of you done the homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.